What is this, squad? It's your boy Jay, back at it again with another reaction video. And right now, we are about to see what's the deepest hole we can dig. Like, seeing, like, how deep is it? I heard and seen, like, the layers of the earth.
This is a real-life lore video made possible.
Hey, hold up. Before I start playing the video, all I heard was like the layers of the earth, and I've been getting confused. Like, how is it hot down there and it's not as hot up here? Like, where I am right now, it's about like 93 or 4 degrees right now where I am, but I'm not really worried about the weather too much. All I'm worried about is it better not rain on my birthday. I hope not, though. So anyway, let's just get into the video. See the deepest hole that I can get. That I can dig. You dig? Let's go. Pause.
By Skillshare, home to 16,000 classes that could teach you a new life skill. The first 500 people to sign up using the link in the description will get a 2-month free trial. So at some point in their lives, nearly everybody has wanted to dig a hole down to the center of the earth. The only problem is, nobody ever has actually dug a hole down that far. This leads us to the question that this video is all about. If humanity decided that digging a hole was the #1 objective of our species, then how deep down could we actually dig with modern-day technology? Let's say that we start somewhere on the Earth's surface and just start digging from there. Not too far down at 1.8 meters, and we arrive at the standard grave depth in Western culture. So if you're afraid of zombies, this is how far down they'll be coming from. 4 meters down, and we arrive at the depth that Pharaoh Tutankhamun's tomb was discovered at. A little further, at 6 meters below the surface, we reach the maximum depth that metal detectors can pick up signals from.
Wow,
at 12
20
meters,
feet
we can
deep?
find the deepest...
Hold up. So if I was to get a metal detector, it could go up to 20 feet deep down and find something that I really want to look for. Gold. Or diamonds or rubies, anything like that. So I'm surprised metal detector could go like 20 feet down. I thought it could only go like where they say people die at, like 6 feet down. Man, and I'm 6 feet tall right now. Like, dang. I didn't even know that they were that strong. That's pretty strong for metal detectors.
burrows dug by animals, the Nile crocodile. A little further down at 20 meters, and we arrive at the depth of the Paris catacombs beneath the city of Paris. A tomb that holds the remains of over 6 million people.
There.
Double that distance to 40 meters down, and we can see the deepest swimming pool in the world. If you drained this pool and jumped into it from the top, it would take nearly 3 seconds before you would hit the bottom. 100 meters down is the usual distance that governments bury their nuclear waste.
Hold up. 3 seconds for you to get down. Don't go to the deep side. The deepest I ever swam was only 8 feet, and there was 2 feet of water on my head. So all I had to do was just jump or either just swim up and just keep on doing this so I could just like not get under there and move my legs like I was playing the bongos or something. Pause though about the bongo part.
And just beneath that, at 105.5 meters down, is the deepest metro station in the world, located in Kiev. Moving on to 122 meters down, and we see the deepest known point that a plant's roots have ever reached, a fig tree in South Africa. 220 meters down, and we arrive at the deepest river in the world, the Congo River in Africa. Beyond that, at 240 meters, you can ride through the deepest railway tunnel in the world that connects the Japanese islands of Honshu and Hokkaido. But at 287 meters down, you can drive through the deepest road tunnel in the world in Norway. 305 meters down, and you would still be vulnerable to the B-82 Earth-penetrating nuclear warhead, which can destroy structures up to this depth beneath the surface. Incredibly though, at 392 meters, we arrive at the deepest well and possibly deepest hole ever dug by hand.
Alright. Let me get to that part about the explosion thing. So, if someone was, I'm not gonna say stupid, like if someone was, had the urge, I'm saying have the urge instead of stupid, cause I don't like offending people a lot sometimes, but, if someone had the urge to, like, dig a hole that deep with that type of bomb, and then bury it back up, then run and set it off, all that dirt will come up from that depth, like over 1,000 feet. Or how high was it? I mean, like how low was it or something? Yeah, barely over 1,000 feet. This is what you will see. The B-82 warhead. So if you dig 1,000 feet deep and get some like little bomb, it would do it. I ain't gonna try this, so don't try to make your own stuff. Don't try this, kids or anybody. I just try to put in my best way I can.
Warhead, which can destroy structures up to this depth beneath the surface. Incredibly, though, at 392 meters, we arrive at the deepest well and possibly deepest hole ever dug by hand. This is the Woodingdean water well in the UK, and it was dug all the way back in 1862. At 603 meters down, we arrive at something terrifying, the deepest vertical drop inside of a cave. If you were unfortunate enough to be in this cave and fall down this hole, the fall would be higher up than falling from the top of the One World Trade Center in New York, and the fall would take you over 11 seconds before hitting the bottom. Even further down, though, at 700 meters is where the Chilean miners were trapped at for 69 days back in 2010. 970 meters down is the deepest hole ever dug that still has an open sky above it, the Bingham Canyon open pit mine in Utah.
Oh, yeah,
this
mine,
pit is so deep that you could place the tallest building in the entire world in the center and still have over 100 more meters to the surface. Much further down at 1,410 meters, though, is where the deepest concert ever held happened by the band.
Excuse me, hold up. I know I ain't heard that correctly. I don't think I heard this correctly. They had a concert underground or below sea level. Wait, if it's below sea level, like Death Valley, I want that still makes sense. Like on the surface, it's just like below sea level, but you're not underwater or under dirt. Like the deepest concert. Somebody help me here.
In Finland. 1,642 meters down is the depth of the deepest lake on Earth, Lake Baikal in Russia, and 1,857 meters down is the deepest part of the Grand Canyon. The deepest known cave on Earth is located...
So we're going deeper than the Grand Canyon, huh? I don't know if I can continue. Fine, I will.
2,197 meters beneath the surface in Georgia, but the deepest hole that
Georgia, Georgia. Oh man, I'm gonna go there. I might go there one day. I might go there.
Into goes way deeper than even this. All the way down at 3,132 meters is the bottom of the Moab Kotsong mine shaft in South Africa. Taking the elevator takes 4.5 minutes to reach the bottom, but if you fell into it from the top, it would take you 25 entire seconds for you to hit the bottom and think about what you've just done. Long enough to receive and miss an entire phone call. Even further down at 3,600 meters is the deepest point that a multicellular organism has been found alive, this freaky-looking worm. But human beings themselves have been even deeper than this. 4,000 meters down is the deepest part of the deepest mine on Earth, also located in South Africa. The trip from the surface down to the bottom takes over an hour to complete, and the temperature at the bottom can reach a sweltering 66 degrees Celsius.
Oh, no. I ain't going there. Never mind. Get it? Because it's just mentioned in the mind. I said, never mind. But 151 degrees, I probably will pass out. Like, pass the hell out. So, I may need to give me like, I say, sir, can you give me like, 3 10-gallons of water for me? Because I'm about to go somewhere where it's hot as hell. But it's not hell, though. Don't be rude to me, though. But, I'm going to give me some gold. That's all. Thank you.
6,000 meters is the average depth of the oceanic crust beneath the ocean floor. Way down at 8,848 meters is the height of Mount Everest if it were placed underground instead. 10,994 meters down is the bottom of the Marianas Trench, which is the deepest part of the ocean. I already covered the depth of the ocean in another video, but unbelievably, humans have actually dug down significantly deeper than even this.
Excuse
For
me?
reference about what's next, 11,887 meters is the average altitude that a commercial airliner flies at. But deeper than that, at 12,262 meters is the depth of the Kola Super Deep Borehole, a project where the Soviet Union attempted to drill all the way through the Earth's crust. They only reached a third of the way there, though, because the temperature at this depth reached 180 degrees.
No. My ass will burn alive. Oh, man. Hold up.
Which
I'm
was
already
too
sweating
hot for
thinking
the
about
drill
this
to
heat.
continue operating any further. The hole is also only 23 centimeters wide, so luckily you can't accidentally fall into it. If you dropped a quarter down the shaft, though, it would take about 50 seconds before it hit the bottom. Recently, however, this depth has been surpassed by the Z44 Shavio oil and gas well, which has drilled down to a depth of 12,376 meters. That's the equivalent of stacking 15 Burj Khalifas on top of each other, and currently represents the deepest hole that humanity has ever dug. The crust, however, can extend down to 70,000 meters below the Earth's surface, and the planet's center is located 6,371 kilometers down. If the surface of the Earth is Lisbon, Portugal, and the planet's center is Astana, Kazakhstan, then humanity so far has just ventured this tiny, insignificant distance. A lot of you have asked me before what software I use to create these videos with and how I learned to do it. I mostly use Adobe After Effects and Adobe Photoshop, and I taught myself how to use...
Anyway, I think I just started to feel a little burn on me right now. Literally. My legs, but not my arms yet, because it's going from, like, my chest and down, but my arms aren't sweating. I'm like, me thinking about it, go straight to my legs, like if I were to walk down there at certain temperatures. But I'm like, man. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, this is boy J Rock, and I'm about to be signing out. Please subscribe, comment, or like. In fact, do all three for me because it's my birthday week. So don't forget. So I'm gonna go like either soak or drink some water and do another reaction video. Yes, I'm doing like 5 today. Yes, 5 reaction videos today. This is the second one I did today. So you can check out check them all. I'll probably be done like around maybe 3:30 or 5 o'clock. There go my legs again, cause something hit my mind about that hot stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna just do 5 reaction videos or more. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next reaction video, and deuces. God bless.